A Princeton woman is the first in the state to receive a drug that gained emergency approval to treat severe cases of coronavirus. WVVA's Jade Burks brings us her story.
COVID-19 showed up in Sean and Jennifer Wyatt's life out of nowhere. On the morning of April 24th, Sean says his wife woke up with chest pain. 2 days later, she was diagnosed with lower lobe pneumonia.
Called her at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, and I found out she's in Princeton ER.
Jennifer tested positive for COVID-19, and just a week after the initial chest pain, she was moved to the critical care unit and placed on a ventilator.
And over the last week, the ups and downs is just so numerous to go over. She's had a few setbacks back and forth to the point of I thought I was going to lose her a couple different times.
A medical professional himself, Sean continued to research possible treatment options. And on May 9th, the Department of Health and Human Services announced a new distribution plan for the emergency FDA-approved drug, Remdesivir.
Well, as soon as I heard that, I immediately got on my computer and started typing a letter.
By May 12th, Jennifer received her first of 10 doses, making her the first patient in West Virginia to receive the drug.
Talking to the hospitalist yesterday, there is quite a bit of optimism. Of course, Remdesivir is so new. We don't know contraindications too much. We don't know the side effects. If there is adverse reactions, we just have the basic knowledge of administration.
And there are still a lot of unknowns on the journey ahead, but Sean knows for sure the outpouring of community support keeps him going.
I have more text messages on my phone now than I ever have in my whole life, and I think I've talked more on it lately than anybody. But I'm used to being the one on the field taking care of them. So I mean, it's humbling. It really is.
Here for you in Mercer County, I'm Jade Burks, WVVA News.
Nearly a month ago, we brought you the story of Jennifer Wyatt in Mercer County. She's a Princeton woman who was the first person in West Virginia to receive the experimental drug Remdesivir for coronavirus. Now she's discharged after nearly 50 days in the hospital. And as WVVA's Jade Burks reports, Wyatt is back home with her husband as the couple reflects on their journey.
April 29th is a day the Wyatt family won't soon forget, as Jennifer was hospitalized, diagnosed with COVID-19.
I know I called my mother to tell her they were moving me to CCU 2 days later, and I remember telling her I would fight this.
Wyatt was placed on a ventilator on May 1st, the same day the Food and Drug Administration issued emergency authorization for Remdesivir. She received her first dose of the experimental drug just 11 days later.
That's when we really started seeing an actual marked change in her status. Major improvements, decreasing of her ventilator settings was day 4 or 5 of the 10-day course of Remdesivir.
One of my doctors actually told me it saved my life.
With the help of the drug, Wyatt's progress continued. She was taken off the ventilator 20 days after being intubated. But the Wyatt family says the drug doesn't get all the credit for her recovery, as prayer and the community support also got them through.
Everybody's been praying for this girl, and the thoughts everybody got, and the outpouring of support for me while she was in the hospital was just unbelievable.
People that are contacting me, they're like, I don't know you, but I've been praying for you. It's just so special.
And the Princeton Community Hospital staff filled an important void. Wyatt says they were more like a stand-in family.
It was so hard to be away from family, but they were absolutely amazing. They babied me. They spoiled me. they were just amazing. They're so caring and just wonderful.
They actually put a sign up and there says, "Smile, you are a miracle."
And as she was finally released, heading home, they were by her side, cheering her on.
But that was just so awesome.
Here for you in Mercer County, I'm Jade Burks, WVVA News.
Nice story, Jade. Thank you. Jennifer starts physical therapy at PCH next week, and we'll continue to monitor her progress.